Hi, my name's Les Price. Welcome to this Visionary Business Leaders Masterclass. Today I'm here again with John Anderson, and today we're going to just share with you, and John's going to share some key insights into really how to maximise your business profit and potential through joint ventures and also host beneficiaries. So John, maybe you can just describe a little bit about what is a joint venture and host beneficiaries, and how can people who've never done this before actually start connecting with others to start leveraging this great tool.
Okay, so a joint venture is so important, especially in these tougher economic times, because it enables you to go from zero to hero in business almost instantly. That is, you can go from having no list to marketing your product to a great list of people if you make the right proposition. So here is an example. Say if you ran a gardening service, you ran a local gardening service that did people's lawns and helped people's roses in their gardens. And say, for example, you wanted to do a joint venture, then you might approach someone that ran a tree lopping service, and you might go, well, look, you lop people's trees, I do people's gardens. Why don't I do an email out or a letter out to all my customers that I go to regularly, telling them about what you do, and you can do the same for me. And then we'll both have new clients. We can share in each other's client space. Or alternatively, you can just say, look, you let me. The tree lopper says to the garden person, look, you've got a database of hundreds of customers or thousands of customers in my area. If you let me send I'll write a letter. And if you send it out and put your name on it and sort of recommend my services, I'll give you $100 for every client that comes out of that. I'll write the letter, I'll arrange the sending of it out. All you've got to do is just put it in your name. Now, for both of them, that could be a win-win. One of them gets $100 for each new client that they bring on board for the person. The other gets a whole new swag of business owners in a very direct and targeted way. Now, obviously, you need to trust each other and trust that you're both providing a good quality service. However, if you do that, then it's a classic example of a win-win. Now, Visionary Business Leaders has been based on JVs and has been built on JVs. At our first event, we had a whole host of speakers promote the event. And out of that event, Visionary Business Leaders was born. They were JVs. The speakers got to speak on our platform in return for promoting it. So that was a classic example of a win-win JV, and we've since gone on to do many other successful JVs to build the business. So really they are the quickest, most effective way to build your business. Now what you need to do though is become very skilled at approaching potential JV partners. And there are two things to remember. First of all, what's in it for them? You've got to point out what's in it for them, make it an irresistibly attractive offer for them. Secondly, you've got to make it really easy for them. Or they don't need, they're busy people. All they need to do is you write the email. All they've got to do is send it out. Or you write the letter. All they've got to do is sign it, and you'll post it out, etc. So you've just got to make it really easy for your JV partners. But I mean, look, as another example of JVs, frequent flyer points. They're really an example of a sophisticated joint venture relationship that would have made billions and billions of dollars for the clients involved. So very powerful strategy. Now it's time to take action and approach the people in your area that are complementary to your business in that they've got the same target market, but they're not directly competitive.
So that's fantastic, John. I mean, it is a very powerful strategy, and as even a couple of weeks ago, somebody said it's been one of the most successful ways of growing their business. But John, people, when they come across this strategy, even though it is simple to do, there's a lot of fear that comes up for people. I think one is obviously the aspect of, what have I got that's of value? I suppose is one aspect that somebody else would want to work with me. Secondly, what somebody else has got a really successful business, if I've got a smaller business, how are they, what do they want from me? What value are they going to get? And so it brings up a lot of resistance, even though it is a simple way. Are there some strategic ways you can get around that, or where you can start to look at getting over those sort of issues?
Yeah, look, a lot of the time it's really thinking about it. I mean, if you, for example, we deal with a lot of speakers. Usually with speakers, they want more DVDs of themselves that they can turn into products. So usually if we say, come and speak at this event and we'll give you a professionally done DVD of yourself speaking in exchange for you promoting. Usually that's quite an attractive gift for people. The other thing is, if it's a product that they know they'll make money out of promoting. Like, if there's money in it, that's usually a powerful incentive for people. So if you can present a compelling enough affiliate split, you might even have it very generous in their favour. I'm looking to negotiate a JV at the moment for a internet marketing course whereby the affiliates will get $1,000 for every one that they sell. Now, if you've got a list of 100,000 and you think you can sell, 100, then that's very good. You can make 100,000 by sending out a few very well crafted emails. So it's about actually putting the time into thinking about that person, their business, and what would make it irresistible for them.
So it's an interesting aspect. I think it's all about value. And so maybe if you're in that place and you're not sure what you've got to offer, list down the value. You need to be really clear on the value that you have, that you can actually offer somebody. So if you are a massage therapist, are there hundreds and thousands of people out there who love a massage? What can you do with other businesses to combine and actually leverage that?
That's exactly right.
So it's fantastic. So get out there and start doing it. Again, if you're having issues or problems, connect with John or myself. And let us guide or give you insights, because there's lots of potential. There's a huge number of ways you can take what you're doing right now and leverage that effectively.
That's exactly right. And look, often it's who you know. I was at a networking event last night and someone said, look, I'm setting up a ecotourism business, and the person next to them said, look, I've got links with Student Travel Association. Do you want me to organise joint venture with them? And I don't think the person who was offered that realised how valuable that was, because they weren't automatically seizing upon it. Go figure. But you've got to be open to it. So if you're not naturally the sort of person that's great at creating joint ventures, why don't you contact someone that has a sort of higher profile or is connected to a lot of people, and just go, look, can you help broker a JV for me, and I'll cut you in on the deal. All you need to do is make a few phone calls. So that's another way of doing this.
And also, don't make the fundamental mistake that some people do, is thinking that I'm going to approach these people to see what I can get from them. If you're coming from a one-side attitude, it's very challenging in creating a joint venture. But if you can go to somebody with showing them how they can value, how they can benefit, what's in it for them, and in the return is a benefit for you, the whole win-win-win, then that can be really powerful.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So you've really got to think about how you can make an irresistible offer for your potential JV partner.
Fantastic. Well, John, thanks for sharing that. This has been another Visionary Business Leaders Masterclass. We hope you'll join us at our next session, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.